Hey there, Retro Core. This is ThatZooooooooo for another quick play or let's look at or whatever these things are called again. This time, I know it's been a while. I'm busy with stuff, but Chris has hopefully been keeping you afloat with things. So yep, this time, as you can see, I'm going to be doing Daytona USA. This is the PSN Xbox Live version. I do got the one on Saturn, but my Saturn is acting up right now. So, this is the next best thing, I guess. It's basically the Saturn version with better stuff. And it does the same purpose. So let's get started. There's my pretty Sonic CD wallpaper. Download that if you can. Sonic CD fun. But I'm not here to talk about Sonic CD. This is Daytona USA. This is an arcade game made by Sega. It's made on their Model 2 board in 1994. And I think this is Sega's most successful arcade title to date. I don't think any other arcade title they made outsold Daytona USA, not even Daytona USA 2. Man, I wish they had poured over Daytona USA 2 and Sega Super GT already. That'd be fun. Daytona USA 2 looks awesome. Oh well. But anyway, this is Daytona USA. I might need to turn the volume down a little. There, that was kind of loud. So yeah, this Daytona USA with the greatest music ever. No way cheesy at all. And for this port, they up-res the graphics. They look better even on my crappy TV. It runs in full 1080p if you have a HDMI stuff, which I don't. I'm too poor to afford HD. So this is a basic arcade racing game. You start off in the back of the pack, and you have to try to get your way up to first. That's about it. Try to get the first before the end of the race without running out of time, from checkpoint to checkpoint. So there's not really that much to it. They added some extras to this version, so let's get started, shall we? So I'll go over the options really quick. It gives you a how to play manual. It tells you some techniques like slipstreaming and rocket starting and drifting techniques. And you got the controls here, which I'm using the PSN version. That's if you want to. Settings. These are you adjust music, sound effects, where the camera starts off at the beginning of the race. Radar range, map size. Let's have a big map. And text. You can choose English or Japanese kilometers an hour. I don't know, I'm English miles an hour. They also, in this version, they made arrangements of the 4 different tracks, of the 4 different songs in the game. You know, King of Speed, what's the second one called? I know King of Speed, Sky High, Pounding Pavement, and I forgot what the second one's called. Let's Go Away. Yeah, I forgot it. And that one always escapes me. So they arranged the 4 tracks here, the 4 songs there, but I'm going to play with the original background music, just because. And it supports a racing wheel, which is neat. If you have a racing wheel, you got settings here, which I don't have a racing wheel because I'm too poor. You can see your rankings for arcade mode and time trials. And you get to see the credits if you want to. Yay, credits. And it plays music while the credits scroll by. I don't want to see the credits again, dang it. And scoreboards, if you're connected to the internet, you can do online leaderboards, a multiplayer again. This game doesn't really have a lot of community anymore. I tried playing multiplayer to see if I could show that off for you guys, but I couldn't find diddly squat. So, I couldn't really show off the multiplayer, so hey, if you guys want to be in a Retro Core video, give me a ring. I'll be sure to include you. Remember, I have Daytona USA on PSN, sorry. I'm not going to pay $60 a year for Xbox Live Gold. And plus, Xbox One, PS4 coming out soon anyway, so they're going to become obsolete, so. You got the extras, which I will cover later. Extras mode, you got challenge mode, which is basically mission mode. Karaoke, which is, it's weird. Time trial mode, which is used for scoreboards. You can do a time lap mode in arcade mode, but this is in a survival mode, which is survival. But anyway, we're going to do arcade mode. You can set the difficulty AI from very easy to arcade-like. You set your time limit difficulty to very easy to arcade-like. You can turn mirror mode on and off if you feel like. And laps, depending on this, you can change the number of laps you do. Normal is normal arcade settings. Grand Prix multiplies the laps by 2.5, and endurance multiplies the laps by 10. So I don't think we want to be here forever, so I'm just going to do normal. But if you're playing on Grand Prix or Expert, you can turn on grip loss, which will make the handling of your car worse over time. You have to go to a pit stop to change your tires. Again, grip loss sucks, so I'm going to do normal. I'm going to do all 3 tracks for you. You got 3 tracks, beginner, advanced, and expert. I'm just going to go down the line. So let's start with the beginner track. This is 3.7 Speedway. You can choose manual or automatic transmission. If you hold down select, you'll do the time trial mode, time lap mode. But we're just going to do arcade mode. And automatic because I suck with manual. With a manual, you go 5 miles an hour faster. And here's rolling start. Oh, did I turn on mirror mode? I don't want mirror mode on because this isn't right. Well, that's a gap. I didn't want mirror mode on. Why did I turn that on? Okay, let's try this again. Mirror mode sucks. Now here's the thing that most people probably remember from Daytona USA. Rolling start. Gotta start off with a rolling start, man. That's probably the thing people remember from Daytona USA. Rolling start! Yep, this is basically racing. You got gas, and you got brake, and you got the 4 buttons. You use the 4 face buttons to change gears. You're using a manual. You can drift around corners. You can use the brake drift on an automatic, or if you're playing a manual, you can use the gear drift. And you can draft behind cars by going behind them. You can go up to 10 miles an hour faster, where you're able to successfully draft behind a car. Yeah. So yep, it's basically, you start off on the back of the pack, and you have to, like I said, back of the pack, you have to work your way up to first within the time limits without running out of time. Yeah. There's also a new feature they added to this version to help people that make mistakes, like me. I'm not really making any major mistakes, so I'm not going to use it right now. But I might use it in this. I'll probably use it at least once. There, I might just show it off because I might end up using it later. I'll try not to use it too much, but here. Let's say I do something stupid, like this. If you pause and hold down the square button, I don't know what it is on the PS360, you do rewind. And you can rewind forward, you can go fast forward, it's basically a redo, like Forza 4's rewind, or Grid rewind. It gives you basically a second chance to try again, and you press X to, like, nothing ever happened. I'll try not to use that too much, but you want to see what happens when you win the races, right? So I'm going to use that to my advantage to win. I probably didn't need to do that, but still, that's a feature they added. Some people like it, some people don't. But it's if you're just playing for fun, there it is. Just so you know, if you're playing in time trial mode, that goes with the scoreboard. If you're doing time lap mode, you can use it. But if you're playing time trial mode, where it keeps track on the scoreboard, it'll disable rewind. So there's that. And it disables rewind for multiplayer as well. And it disables rewind for survival mode. So again, the rewind's only for arcade mode. So if you're playing actual competition, you're not going to be able to cheat that way. So I like the rewind mode. It's fun. It's all right. It gives yourself a second chance when you're just at the end of the race or something. You may notice that Sonic on the wall there. I'll go over some Easter eggs after I'm done with my initial explanation here. But yep. When you first start the game, you only have 1 rewind per race, but as you finish more races in arcade mode, you unlock more rewinds. Then you get up to 9 rewinds, and after you play 1 more race, you get infinite rewinds. So as you can see, I have infinite rewinds, so I can rewind at infinitum if I wanted to, and just go down the pit just because. So yep, that's the first race. It's usually never a good idea to go down the pit road. In arcade mode, at least. If you do Grand Prix or Endurance, you can probably get away with going into the pit once in a while. And if you're playing with grip loss on, it's probably a good idea to go to the pits once in a while. So yep, this is what you get for winning. You get a shortened version of the song, and you get congratulations with the pictures of the employees To get this, you need to get third, second, or first. Depending on what you get third, second, or first, it's more better or elaborate. This is first. And I got second, so let's go. Zio, I am Zoo. But you know, let's do some stupid stuff. Remember, Daytona USA, if you enter in certain initials, it'll play certain jingles when you enter them in. Entering an O.R plays sort of a special version of Magical Sound Shower. Here, I think I know 2 other ones, so hopefully I'll be able to do that. So let's do arcade mode. Let's go to the advanced course, Dinosaur Canyon, medium 4 laps. Now this on the advanced and expert course, you start from a grid start. Here, I'll show you. I'll do the turbo start here for both of them. Okay, to do the turbo start, you hold down brake and you get up to between 7 and 8. You let go of brakes. Okay, let me try that again here. It's between 6 and 7. Okay. You let go of the brake and you turbo start. See, I probably started off faster than I would have. You saw what happened there. I sort of spun at the line here, but that was a turbo start. This is Dinosaur Canyon, the middle track, advanced track. And again, there's only 20 racers on this track compared to the 40 on 3.7 Speedway. And you may notice that there's checkpoints throughout the course too. I didn't talk about this, but when you rewind, you only rewind back to a checkpoint. For example, if I were to do that, I could rewind, but it won't let me rewind back to the checkpoint. So you gotta be careful with your rewinds, man. So here's the end of the course. Next to last turn. Get out of here. Yeah. I got 4 laps to catch up. There. I'm not usually the best at these after the second checkpoint, I sort of fall apart here. Whoa, that's not good. My AV cable's acting up. Sorry about that. It's not my camera this time, that was the AV cable. I gotta watch out. I gotta readjust that, probably. But not now, I'm racing. This is probably the fastest part you're going to go in the game. If you're drafting behind somebody in this tunnel, you break 210. Well, in an automatic car, at least. Well, that was strategic. I meant to do that. Well, let's try that again. Again, scum, rewind. Again, I don't know how to get around that turn without braking. So, yeah, that's much better. Sometimes you don't need to drift around corners. Hey, get out of my way, dude. There, that last turn's going to be the decider on the final lap. So if I get enough of a lead on the first place car here, well, first place CPU at least. Good thing the AI doesn't know how to draft. I think the draft only affects you. And also, you gotta love these songs, man. Just Daytona, let's go away. You gotta love these songs, man. They're cheesy, but I love them. Just so good, man. Go around here. Hey, I know what you're doing there. Okay, let me try that turn again. That's much better. I didn't have to brake as much there. See, this last turn's going to be the decider, because again, I don't know how to get around these last turns very well. Get out of here. There, as long as I can do that on the final lap, I should be able to win. I probably do the worst at this course. I do better on Seaside Street Galaxy than this, the expert course. And the beginner course is easy. It's just that final turn at the end. That's about it. I don't really do well at this course. It's probably my weakest of the 3 tracks. There we are. Let me try that again. There we are. Again, scum. Using... Oh, okay, before I pass the checkpoint, sorry about this. I'm a perfectionist. I want to make sure I get this right. There we are, much better. Whoa, cutting the grass. This isn't a lawnmower. not a lawnmower. You wanna know a fun fact? They actually have lawnmower racing, you know, modified lawnmower racing. It's just crazy. Oh, I'm lapping somebody. Yeah, that was bad. Oh, that was even worse. Okay, let's try it one more time. Here. Much better. I lapped somebody. Yeah, that doesn't really happen too often. Final turn. I'm gonna win! Yes. Scum rewinds, I win. Again, like I said, I'm not really doing this to show my skill. I'm just showing this to, hey, this is fun. This is a fun game. You should download it. I think it's still on PSN and Xbox Live. It's $10, I think. I highly recommend it. Again, if you have it on PSN, I'm always looking for people to play with. It's so-called Dinosaur Canyon because of the dinosaur fossil in the wall, as you can see back there. Presented by Sega. Yeah. This is Daytona, in case you forgot the name of the game. G-A-M-E-O-V, or G-A-M-E-O-V-E-R. Game over, game over, game over, game over. See if I remember anything else. I think this is Space Harrier. S.H. Yep, Space Harrier. Yeah, there are a lot of these. I think I remember one more, which I'll use for the expert track. So, arcade, off, normal. Let's do, this is expert track, long 2 laps, Seaside Street Galaxy. This is technically the hardest course, but I do better on this than Dinosaur Canyon. The automatic. It's got to rocket start again. Come on. There. I think that was a rocket start. Oh well, it's a good enough start. So you can see Seaside Street Galaxy has 30 cars, including you, so 29 AA cars, so this is a bit more than, so this is 10 more than Dinosaur Canyon, but 10 less than 3.7 Speedway. 3.7 Speedway is sort of like the NASCAR track. The other two are sort of like arcadey more. So that's why all the races are on 3.7 Speedway. Okay, let's take that turn again. There we are, much better. Took that really well. The only thing that got me was the car blocked all my speed. Get out of here. I clipped the grass there. Let's try taking that again. There's the Jeffrey statue from Virtua Fighter. Just like the stone cutting of Sonic inside the wall of the final turn of 3.7 Speedway. Jeffrey statue from Virtua Fighter. No, this hairpin. Hairpin sucks. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, let me try that. Try from back here. This hairpin sucks. But it's not as bad as the other hairpin though. There's the final hairpin at the very end of the race that just completely sucks. So it just sort of let off the gas around that corner. There we are. Drifty. There we are. Not too bad. If I didn't have the rewinds, I'd be sucking right now. But again, I'm not trying to show any skills, just, hey, this is a fun game, like I said. I played Daytona a lot. I remember I had this Championship Circuit Edition for the Saturn before I got the original version. And my dad and I played the Championship Circuit Edition a lot. We liked that. We liked that game. We used to play it all the time. Man, that was terrible. Let's try it again. That was better. That was better, but I'll take it. It could have been better. Well, this is the hairpin I was talking about here. This final hairpin here. It's just this sucks. Oh, I spun out. Not a big deal. I think that actually helped more than anything. Fancy turn. Yeah, this is a very long track. It's about 2 minutes a lap here. You gotta love these songs, man. Blue skies I see. But yeah, my dad and I played the Championship Circuit Edition on the Saturn a lot. It's pretty much our favorite game one of our favorite games to play together. You know, kind of like Chris and his dad played Pac-Man on the 2600. My dad and I played the Championship Circuit Edition of Daytona USA together a lot. Not quite. Ooh, much better. It's nice. Usually, it's hard to get around there at high speeds. Surprised I was able to get that high. You know, sky high. Yeah, like I said, my dad and I played it all the time, and we were very comparable to each other. We were at our skill levels of each other. Every race was pretty much close between us. It was fun, and even when we got other games to play, we would always play Championship Circuit Edition every now and then. I mean, the controls of Championship Circuit Edition are really weird, but they work. Again, I might do a video of Championship Circuit Edition here in the future. You know, hit, wink, wink. There's just this last guy up here. I got 2 more checkpoints to pass him. I should be fine. So let's go. Okay, let's try it again. There we are. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, I'm gonna get this. There we are. That's much better. 180 miles an hour. It's all about. These arcade games are about track memorization, man. Track memorization and controls. Whoa, spunny. Need really spinny on that turn. Man, maybe I gotta let off the gas here. Sorry, my commentary's not really the greatest here. Yeah, I'm not usually used to talking while playing these games. So let's go. Hey, this guy needs to get out of my way, like seriously. Okay. Come on, man. Get out of my. Would you kindly get out of the way so I can win? Thank you. Get out of here. So final stretch, pirate ship for some reason. Well, maybe I didn't have to do that. Okay, I'll see how this plays. Yep, that was good enough. So again, fancy spins. You're not supposed to really do that around corners, but around that final hairpin, I just don't really know what to do. So yeah, I win. Horse. Fun fact, in the Saturn version of both this and the Championship Circuit Edition, you can race as the horse. I forget how to do it, and for some reason the cars on this track crash. If you get first place, they just crash everywhere. That's funny. That's funny. So yeah, you can play as the horse. I forget how to do it though. I think you can do it in the arcade game, the arcade cabinet as well, but it has to be on certain settings. I forget how to do it, so Sega has weird Easter eggs, so I think I remember one more. B R. Yep, Virtual Racing. Another racing arcade game. Yeah. Virtual Racing. Virtual Racing's fun. Virtual Racing was sort of Daytona USA's predecessor. So we did all the races, so I'm just going to show you time-lapse mode really quick. Here, automatic. If you hold down select or back on the 360 controller, you do time-lapse mode. It's basically time trial mode. No, there's no AI racers, and it's just you. You're still racing against the clock, but still, it's just you. It's basically a time trial mode, and it keeps separate tables for automatic transmission and manual transmission. So if you do a hot lap in an automatic, it doesn't matter to a manual. So I'll just do a lap here, and I'll go into the pits just so you go into the pit. The clock stops running. But again, you waste a lot of time. It replaces your tires, so it replaces tire wear. If you want, and it gives you, the guy there's putting fuel in your car, which there's no fuel gauge in this game, so don't know. It really doesn't do much for you. Again, really, I wouldn't recommend going to the pits on a regular arcade game without tire loss, because even if you take damage, see, even in time lapse mode, you can rewind too. But You can take damage, but it doesn't really matter in time-lapse mode. I wasn't going fast enough. Here, I'll try to take damage here on the 3rd lap here. Build up some speed here. 44.14. Man, that's what taking the pit does to you. The pit is the pits. You don't really want to go there. So let me build up enough speed here. I'll just sort of smash into the wall up here. Are you alright? You can sort of see my car's beat up now. And it does affect performance. So to fix the damage, you go into the pit. To fix the damage, the clock stops. And you can sort of see the tires are out of their tracks or something. And it fixes the damage as well. Buff it out. This must be the most efficient pit crew ever if it can buff out that much damage really quick. Yeah, like I said, not usually a good idea to go into the pits. And also, there's some extras here. I'll go to the extras here. Challenge mode is a set of missions you can do. Like, reach the goal within the time limit. Reach the goal without hitting any walls. Reach that high within the time limit. Reach the goal within the time limit. Drift around a corner. So it's just goofy little things you can do on each track. Here, I'll do one on each track here. I'll do... What's something I can do here? Take out 10 traffic cones within the time limit.
Start your engine.
Here. Let's try. So, where are these traffic cones at? Oh, I saw them. I went the wrong way. So I gotta drift around I have to go around the corner and go into the pit. And most of these missions do start off from a rolling start, so there's that too. Crap. Missed the cones. You're gonna be doing a lot of this. A lot of restarting because you messed up. Oh, come on. Come on, that's just because my car is wavering out of control there. Yeah, I'm gonna get this. It's not a long mission. I'm gonna get this. You see Sonic up there. I think I talked about him earlier. Okay, let's slow down here. Let's be scum about this. Let's just go. Get him. There we are. It only took slowing down to 50 miles an hour, but I did it. And let's do one on Dinosaur Canyon. Yeah, let's take off of a rocket start. This basically teaches you how to teach you how the rocket start. So let's pass the checkpoint at least 168 miles an hour. Let's see. So I gotta pass this checkpoint going at least 168 miles an hour. Well, that's not gonna cut it. You saw I was doing it in the actual race. I was passing at about 170. Okay, let's try it again. There we are. 180. It's a good pass. I don't know why they need to give me 30 seconds for that, but oh well. It's not much. These aren't much of an extra, but they're something. So, and you can see the final mission is a standard race to beat your rival. So, is there anything else we can do? Okay, let's see. Maintain 155 miles an hour while cornering. So, I'm basically running the gamut of missions now. Oh, good thing I don't have to do the stupid hairpin at the end. Just have to go around this corner here. So 155 miles an hour. No, failed. And it gives you the game over if you fail, just to add insult to injury. Okay, let's try doing that a little bit better. Whoop. I sort of spun out there. Okay, I'm gonna get this. It's not gonna take that long, really. I'm gonna get this, man. There. I'm gonna get this. Oh, I'm not gonna get it that way. Okay, I did it way too late there. Again, sorry about this, but I'm gonna get this. When I do something, I wanna get it. There. So let's try this again. There we are. That's more like it. There we are. I dipped down to 159, so I got it. I know one of the missions is to go around that stupid hairpin. Yeah, it's this one.
Gentlemen, start
And then you're using a
your
manual transmission car for this. Okay. This stupid corner. I'll try it, but I'm not going to get it. Nope. I'm not going to bother with it. Because, again, that corner just sucks. And of course, and you can see
Gentlemen,
the final course on here, the final mission on all three of these is to beat your rival. It's a one-on-one race. You don't get any time extensions, so you just gotta do laps. It's just basically a standard race. And it's the fastest AI car it is, so it's the first place car in the arcade tracks. Since it's only one AI car, it's not really that much harder. So, again, it's pretty easy to do these missions. They're not really hard. And you get no time extensions, so that's the mission mode. It's easy, but it's alright. Karaoke mode, you can sort of sing along. You can choose whether to put the lyrics on the lower position, the center, or to give them hide them. So let's put them in the center. You can choose to game to drive automatically or not. So let's put on the autopilot. And it's question mark laps. It keeps going for one loop of the song. So let's sing along, shall we? Rolling start. Rolling start. And interludes. There's a lot of interludes in these. And the music actually pauses when you pause on this one. So let's sing. Let's do a little bit of Sky High just because. Expert. You don't have to play on the track. You may notice something. I don't know if you hear it, but in the karaoke mode, it plays the range music. Oh, there's an interlude here. Oh, I'm not on autopilot this time. Rocket start. You hear the range music a little bit. We'll sing the first verse here. We don't need no autopilot. I can drive. Da 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 da. I wanna fly sky high. Let's go together. I wanna fly sky high. Let's go together. I wanna. It's pretty stupid. And let's do a little bit of Let's Go Away, just for fun. Let's Go Away. Advance. There's a fourth track called Pounding Pavement, which if you hold down, I think, right on the D-pad, you'll get it. So do 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 do. Daytona, Daytona, let's go away. Daytona, Daytona, let's go away. Daytona, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, 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 don't know how to do that. But it's just something stupid you can do. And it plays for one cycle of the song. Time trial mode is basically time lap mode. You see, I set a record on Seaside Street Galaxy. This is for online scoreboards, so again, it keeps it a separate timetable for automatic and manual. You see, it's basically time lap mode, except you're playing the world. It's you versus the world. Rolling start. So if you want to do that, that's there. I'm clipping through that. That's excellent. Excellent, dude. And there's survival mode. This is scoreboard supported, so there's not going to be no thing. You see, I'd set a score on Seaside Street Galaxy, and it's the endurance laps. So what happens here is that you have a tire loss, grip loss on. And what you have to do is you have to drive skillfully to get time. You start off a set amount of time, and your score is measured in how far you drive. So rocket start, you get points for a rocket start, passing a certain amount of cars. You get points for drifting. You get time for drifting. You get time for not using the brakes, for running into crap. And you basically just have to give yourself time. You're basically trying to drive for as far as you can. You can see the odometer in the top right corner. Again, you get some time for checkpoints, but not a lot. So that was a great corner. That was a hot corner. A game like that. So in this mode, you want to try to drift more. So there's something you can do with the drift, so you can sort of cheese the drifts if you want to. And like I said, again, tire wear is on, so you want to be careful about that. And you just go for as long as you can. Yeah, I was doing bad there. If I was off camera, I would just do something. So since you stuck around for this long, I'll show you guys some Easter eggs here. Here, I have a better idea. I'm going to set this to endurance so I have a bit of time to fool around. So I'm going to show you some Easter eggs on the 3 tracks here. I probably should have did it on time-lapse mode, but oh well. So you can see 200. You get a lot of time. I'm not going to do the full 80 laps because that'd just be stupid. Just because. So we're gonna race around the track a little. Da-dee-da-dee-la-la-la. Get out of here. So I'm gonna sort of slow down here. You may have saw these slot machines up here as I was racing. Just don't mind me. I'm just gonna be stopped here. Don't know if you can see it, but yep. If you press the select button, you'll stop the spinners. So let's try to get 3 7s here. Okay, gotta be careful. So 7. Dang, almost got it. If you're able to line up 777, you get a time bonus, just because you can. Ah, cherry. So, I'm gonna try to do this for a little bit. Oh! Yeah, I got hit. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to get 777 just for a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna turn on time-lapse mode this time, just so I don't get bunts in the back again. Time-lapse mode. And again, you can stop watching the video now. I'm done explaining all this stuff, so it's just basically me being stupid. There's also if you stick around for a little longer after the Easter eggs, there's a hidden feature I want to show, which I wish more racing games had. So if you're interested in that, stick around for after the Easter eggs. Probably skip ahead about 5 minutes if you want to. Yeah, I don't know what button it is on the arcade cabinet, but on the PS3 and 360 it's select or back, whichever you're playing on. So again, you get 777 times 1000, paradise. So let's try to stop it on 777. Good. Ah, so close. Come on. 7-7. Ah, not quite. So you can see you sort of mess around with the slot machine if you feel like. Oh, cherry. It's just like real gambling, man. You gotta do it once. Man, how picky is the timing on this? Jeesh. Come on. Aw, just a little off. I might just not worry about this, but it's a little something you can do. I think if you line up 777, it'll give you a time bonus. Ah, so close. Come on. Sorry, I just want to do this just once. Come on, 7-7. Ah, well, screw you. You can also see, like I said, I point out Sonic up on the wall there, and EPBA, that guy's blinking. So that's something you can, at Seaside Street. That's 37 Speedway's secret. Okay, so let's go to Dinosaur Canyon. There's a secret on here too. So time-lapse mode, so I don't get pushed around. So, let's start our engines. Let's go for a turbo start. Good turbo start, but I don't want to go this way. Let's turn the ship around here. So you may notice that you see on the map that you can go, there's a path leading off this way, but there's something blocking you. Don't know if you can get back there somehow, but there's a path here. But there is one path that isn't blocked off, so if you go backwards through the pit, they won't pit you in. So that's a strategy. That's something you can do. There's a road up here that isn't blocked off. Here. And up here, it's something. Congratulations, you just lost your sponsors. What are you doing over here? It's like, if you're playing in arcade mode, why would you be up here? Congratulations, you lost your sponsors. So the game basically telling you suck. You get an achievement or a trophy for doing that too. You can see the dinosaurs back there. You want dinosaurs. You can see something for sale. 300 acres in Tucson for sale. Let's see, is there anything else on this track? I don't think there's anything else on this track. You don't have time to play around. Let's go backwards, just because. See, this says Sega Model 2 or something, AMC2, windmills in the back. And there's this road going off back there too, but you can't go back there. I don't think. Nope. Yep, it's blocked off. Time extension, but I'm going backwards. Well, I'll talk about that in a little bit. And here's a Easter egg in Seaside Street Galaxy here. Time lap mode, so I don't get funds. This is I think these Easter eggs are present in all versions of Daytona USA. The original arcade cabinet for sure. I think Daytona USA on Saturn, Championship Circuit Edition on Saturn, 2001 on Dreamcast in this version. I think the Easter eggs are present in all versions. So yeah, this long course has an Easter egg. You remember the Jeffrey statue? That's what I'm driving to. Really quick. Time extension. So let's go around here. Well, okay, I don't really need to drive well, but that was decent enough. So here's the Jeffrey statue from Virtua Fighter. Yeah, hey Jeffrey. If you press select, you'll spin him around. Hey, you spin me right around, baby, right around. And if you spin him enough times, he'll flip. Flippy McFlipperson. It's like he's doing a kick. You can only do it through one cycle. So after you do it one cycle, you have to leave him. That's something, something stupid. Now, if you're patient enough and stuck around through all my bull crap here, I'm gonna do normal, arcade. I'm gonna do Seaside Street Galaxy again, but first, just because I'm an idiot, we're gonna do this course backwards. I mean, there is a mode in Daytona USA 2001 to specifically race the course backwards, but in all other versions, if you want to race a course backwards, you gotta do this. You just gotta turn the ship around. And the game says you're going in reverse, but this is a game though, this is the right way to me. I'm gonna actually do a full race here. Again, it's only gonna be like 4 minutes, probably. Again, I'm gonna be scumming use rewinds, because you can do this in all versions. You can turn around, it'll work in all versions of Daytona USA. Arcade cabinet, Saturn, Championship Circuit Edition 2001. It'll work in all versions. So you just spin around, you'll be going backwards. If you saw in Dinosaur Canyon, the game will actually let you race like this if you really want to. Sega Model 2. You can't be satisfied without Sega Model 2, that said. Oh, don't bounce the wall. Okay, a little better. So you get the game, like I said, the game will let you race like this. You get time extensions, and you can allow you to finish the race like this if you want to. The only bad thing is that you're racing against the flow of traffic here. So eventually you're going to have to cross paths with the AI cars here. Yeah, this is a challenge, man. This is a good challenge you can do if you played through Daytona USA quite a bit. You can race the courses backwards if you want to. No. Okay, let's try it again. Going around that corner backwards just sucks. Okay, let me take a different angle. Or that. Or we're gonna have a beat up car. Why not? Checkpoint. And this is hard. This is harder to do because you take time to turn around and you're racing against the flow of traffic, so you have to deal with opposing traffic. So yeah, again, if you want to play Daytona USA a bit differently, just start heading backwards. I'm gonna finish this race, man. Oh. Okay, try it again. There we are, much better. And remember how I said you go... Whoa, that was bad. Remember how I said you go backwards through the pits? And if you're racing backwards, it's usually a good idea to go backwards through the pits, because the AI will never go through the pit area. So let's go. Hello? Goodbye. So we're actually doing pretty well going in reverse. So let's try. We might actually win the race going reverse here, just because. That'd be funny. Okay. Let's try it. There we are. Oh, I got crashed while I was drifting, man. That's low. Hey, get out of my way. You're no fun. Man, this corner just sucks trying to get around everybody. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do it this way. There. That worked out better for us. Okay. Me too. Brake more. There. That's better. Not better. Okay. I mean, it really messes with your head going through the courses backwards. Hey, I gotta really slow down for this, don't I? Okay. Sorry about this, but okay. Not ideal, but I'll take it. Yeah, I did that going forward as well. Oh, come on. See, the good thing about rewinds is that you can do that if the AI's being a jerk. Hey, you're not nice. So let's go around it. Go around them. Aw. See, it's just the thing though. Like I said, going reverse messes with your head, man. It just messes with your rhythms. Oh, come on, drift. Drift, dang you. So sometimes the car just doesn't want to drift for some reason. Okay. Oh. Come on. Come on, game. Cooperate with me. There, that's good enough. I don't think I'm going to run out of time. I'm going to get dangerously close to running out of time. I don't think I will. I think I'll finish. Yeah, I think I'll finish just fine. Oh, come on. I was at the end of the turn. Come on, game. There we are. Just barely on the outside of that wall there. Dokey. So it's racing against the grain here. Well, I might actually run out of time, maybe, if I'm not careful. Here. I'm gonna try, though. Come on, game. Be nice to me. Come on, game. We can do this. Ugh. I already passed the checkpoint, so I'm kind of boned here. Okay. That actually went kind of well. Okay, it's this turn again. This turn just sucks. I'm trying to go through it backwards. So I'm going to do that. And just take it easy. Sometimes the AI cars can help, like doing that. As I don't know how to go through that turn just sucks trying to get around. Oh, you jerks. Get in my racing line. Yeah, drifty. There we are. Drift. Should be the last, that was the last tricky turn there. Okay, that was weird. Thing, collision detection. Collision detection can be sometimes kind of iffy. Let's go here. I might not actually win the race there. The first place AI car is actually very close to finishing. Don't know if I'm going to beat him to the finish line, but I'm at least going to finish. Come on, he's rounding the bend. I'm going to beat him to it. Come on, hey, come on, me. I beat him to the finish line, so I won the race going in reverse, and I crashing finish. So if you stuck around for that, I won the race going in reverse. The game automatically puts you as last place. So you can do this without rewinds. You're really good at the game. Man, doing this without rewinds though sucks. Some early videos on my personal channel. Some of the early videos on my personal channel are me going reverse on the courses in Championship Circuit Edition. And it sucked trying to go through them all backwards. And I'm not going to try doing the other two because, personally, I think Seaside Street Galaxy is the easiest to go in reverse. Dinosaur Canyon's a bit harder, and 37 Speedway's just... Here, let me just show you 37 Speedway really quick. Because first off, I'm not going to actually do it, but I'm just going to show you how hard it gets. So yeah, I'm going to end the video soon, don't worry. Because firstly, you start off from a rolling start. So you gotta somehow go backwards from this rolling start here. So what I do is that I run to the wall here and turn around like that. So again, you waste a lot of time trying to turn around from that rolling start. And you can see all these cars, and this is the hard part because there's 39 other cars racing the correct direction. And it's just a lot of traffic to deal with. Way too many cars. So again, use the fact that the AI never goes in pits to your advantage. Because you pretty much just have to take the pit way if you're racing backwards on this track. Because really, because you really shouldn't be doing this unless you really want to challenge. Because this is the hardest track, but I've done all three of them before. I mean, it pushed my times off the record, but I did have a reverse time on all of these, but since I did set times, I pushed them off the record. You can see ORSHVA. Again, so I should probably shut up now. This has been Daytona USA on PSN and Xbox Live Arcade. I recommend downloading this if you haven't already. It's a good port with decent enough extras to maybe justify it. And plus, online play. Come on, I need people to play online with. You can sort of maybe test your score and timing on my thing on Seaside Street Galaxy if you want to. So yep, highly recommend it. I recommend Daytona USA on other platforms as well. The Saturn version, the Championship Circuit Edition on Saturn, and also the Circuit Edition on PC is a skin of the Championship Circuit Edition with one extra course. That's not in any other Daytona game. It has Silver Ocean Causeway. And Daytona USA 2001 has 3 courses exclusive to that version. The Circuit Pixie, Mermaid Lake, and Circuit Pixie. Maybe it's just Circuit Pixie and Mermaid Lake. Yeah, it's only 2. And Championship Circuit Edition added National Park Speedway and Desert City. So yeah, so there's 8 tracks in the Daytona. And come on, Sega, bring over Daytona USA 2 and Sega Super GT. That'd be much appreciated, please. And also make another Outrun. I know you took down Outrun Online Arcade, but come on, man. Oh, and Sega Rally. Make another Sega Rally too. But yep, this has been Daytona USA on PSN and Xbox Live Arcade. Again, fun game. Highly recommend it. So, with that, I shall see you guys next time. See you later, kids. Keep it retro. Daytona!